So, in this video, I'll be showing you around our new library research platform called Ebsco Discovery Service and showing you a few tips and tricks on how to make your search process easier. So I'm starting here on the Mahoney Library homepage, and when I scroll down just a bit, you'll see the Search Scholarly Content box. It has a text box, search button, and a few checkboxes as well. So this search box is connected directly to Ebsco Discovery Service. So you can enter your search right on the Mahoney Library homepage and be taken directly to a results list with scholarly content. And these checkboxes work like filters. So by default, the available in library collection option is applied, and that makes it so that everything in the results list is going to be something that Mahoney Library has access to. You can also click full text or peer reviewed if you want to apply those filters from the get-go. And I want to point out this AI assisted search button. So this will let you type in your research question or topic as just a question or in plain text, and then Ebsco's AI tool will interpret your question into a database-friendly search. So this is useful if you're new to research, or you're not sure what keywords might apply to your topic, or you're just getting started. On the other hand, this advanced search button will be useful for those of you who are already familiar with the research process and want to go to a detailed search screen to set your preferences instead of starting with a basic search. So, as an example, let's say I want to research if green spaces in big cities help local wildlife, but I'm not really sure how to start my search. So what I'll do is click the AI assisted search button and then type my research question right in the text box. So, how do green spaces in big cities affect animals? And then I'll click search. And you can see it opened a new tab with all the results of my search. Now there's a few things I want to point out right off the bat. So at the top of the results is this featured results box. Now everything that appears here is going to be introductory information on your topic. So this will be useful for if you're just starting out and want to build some background knowledge of an issue or situation. On the left-hand side here is the filter panel. This is where you will narrow down your search results to remove articles that don't fit within the scope of what you're looking for. The very top of this is the AI assisted search button, which toggles the AI search on and off. And if you want to understand how the AI interpreted your question for the database, you can click on Show Refined Query. And this will give the search string broken down into keywords and Boolean operators. So for my search, how do green spaces in big cities affect animals? The AI took out the main words, green spaces, big cities, and animals, and then found synonyms for each of those terms and combined it into one big search string to get the most relevant results possible. Okay. Right below the AI assisted search section is the active filters. So this will show you what filters are currently applied to your search. And this lock icon means that for as long as you're doing the same search in the same window, these filters will stay applied. So if I were to go back and edit my search and add a different keyword or sort by like date newest or date oldest, the filter available in library collection would stay applied. So below that is the most common filters, peer-reviewed and full text. So I'll click those. And then you have published date, so you can sort by when a source was published. You can choose a custom date range, or you can pick one of the default options like past 10 years. You can also filter by source type, like academic journal, news article, magazine, book. And then scrolling down, you can choose a language, like English, and a location, like the United States. And then you'll hit apply at the bottom. And you can see applying all of these filters took us down to 1,500 results, which is a lot less than what we had before. And getting into the actual results of my search, for each item you'll see the title, authors, publishing information, brief abstract, and subject headings right on the results page. You can click Show More to read the whole abstract, and then you can see that the keywords our AI-assisted search pulled out are in bold and italicized here. You can click on the article title to see the detailed record for that source. You'll have the same key information up at the top, and then more details down below. The references, cited by, and more like this tabs are going to show related articles either on the same topic, in the same journal, or published by the same person. So back in the Details tab, there will often be additional information like author affiliation or author-supplied keywords below. Scrolling down a bit more, we see the whole abstract again, as well as the DOI number at the bottom, which will be useful for creating your reference list later on. Back up at the top, you'll see either this Full Text Finder button or an Access Options drop-down menu. The Access Options button is for articles hosted on Ebsco, while this Full Text Finder button just indicates that Mahoney Library subscribes to the full text of an article on a different platform. So you can click on Full Text Finder, and this will open a new tab with all of the places that you can read the full text of this article. Any one of these links will work, but I'll just click on the first one. And this opens up another new tab, and from here you can read the whole article, look at the facts and figures, or download a PDF. This specific article is open access, which means it is freely available for anyone to read. But if the article you're trying to read is not open access, you'll be asked to validate your SU credentials before reading the article. So here's an example of an article that has the Access Options drop-down menu. You can click on the Download button to download the PDF of the article to your computer, or you can click on the menu and choose PDF or online full text to read it in your browser without downloading it. I would suggest choosing the PDF or publisher site options instead of online full text, because sometimes images like tables, graphs, and maps don't load properly in the online full text. And you can use these icons up at the top to save or share the source. If you have a My Ebsco account, you can use the bookmark icon or the folder icon to save it to your account and look at it later. You can use this quotation mark icon to generate a citation for the source in whatever style you need. Just make sure to double check it, as with everything that gets auto-generated. And then the share button will let you save it to your drive, create a link that you can put in a notes document somewhere, or you can email it to yourself. Now, at some point in your search, you might come across an article the Mahoney Library doesn't subscribe to, but you'd still like to read. When that happens, you'll see a Request Item button here instead of the Access Now or Full Text Finder. When you click on the Request Item button, you'll be taken to a new tab with with an interlibrary loan request. This form autofills all of the information for the item you were just looking at. So all you have to do is put in your contact information with your STU email, put in a need by date, any additional comments you have, and scroll down and hit submit request. And this will send an email directly to the librarian, and you'll get a response within a few days.